What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Spicy Adventures. As you can tell, today I am driving around in my FG2. Just enjoying this beautiful Sunday from my birthday weekend. Nice. Yeah, a beautiful Sunday from my birthday bash weekend. My birthday was Friday, and yesterday we had a very successful tailgate day. Friday was a nice hiking day. We also caught the comet on Friday night as well. Tonight there is a meteor shower, so I'm hoping to be able to catch that later tonight, around midnight-ish. So yeah, I'll be heading up to the Vista Point later on at night. I'll try to do a vlog on that one as well, and hopefully I can catch some meteor showers. But yeah, this is my 2008 Honda Civic Si Coupe, aka the FG2. I've owned this car since 2022. I bought it at a small dealer in Modesto, California. Completely stock, pretty clean body. Ended up adding the aero kit to it, some wheels, of course. Wrapped in 225 4517 Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. Only way to go. After I saw what my younger brother could do in his 350Z with those tires, I decided I needed to get those tires as well on this car because they're just too good to pass up. I have a second set of wheels as well, and they are white, Kyosho Racing or something like that. And those have my all seasons on them that I will throw on for winter. These black Rotas with custom powder coat red flake in them are like my summer, spring, and fall tire. You know, when the roads are a little more dry and I do autocrosses and track events and things like that. And they give me the much needed grip. And they are absolutely a blast to drive on. You know, they are super predictable. Their lateral movement from side to side is really, really good, and I've enjoyed having them so far. I put them on during the summer, and haven't taken them off since. So it's been great. You know, did an autocross event on them at Sonoma Raceway back in July. Yeah, and it was just a joy to drive on. If you guys haven't tried the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, you should. They are worth the money. Paid about $1,000 for them, just for the tires, and yeah, they made it very worth it. But yeah, I'm just on a little side road right here. That's Highway 9 right here, and decided to stop and kind of make a little short video about my FG2 and my experiences with it. You know, I can't complain about this car. It's done everything I needed it to do. It's been super reliable. You know, I do all the maintenance on it myself, you know, from oil changes, spark plugs, you know, brake pads, all that type of stuff. You know, very easy to work on. It's familiar for me. Previously, I owned a Infiniti G20 Touring. It was a 1996 model with the SR20 in it, and it just didn't quite have enough punch, so I ended up buying this car, and I owned them both for a while. And the FG2, I just like driving it so much more, so I ended up just selling the G20. I kind of regret selling the G20 a little bit because it was such a rare bird. You know, you can't really find those cars anywhere, especially in a 5-speed manual touring model. But this one does everything that a touring model can do and better. You know, it's got more power, it's got limited slip differential, it's got great suspension, it's more refined. You know, and it's got VTEC, you know, so, you know, how can you ignore VTEC? Got a couple Harley guys. But yeah, driven a lot in this car, taken it on many road trips. Moved with it from Fresno to the Santa Cruz Mountains out here. Yeah, and this car is just awesome. You know, my buddy Yer was the first one to buy one, Mango FG2 on Instagram if you're looking them up. His is supercharged. You know, his is all modded out, but mine is pretty much stock, except for just the arrows, the wheels, and a stock Honda tune. So I lowered my VTEC to 5800 because it's just fun to play with that stuff, you know. Future modifications are definitely going to be brakes and possibly suspension, right? I don't know if I want to lower the car, because living out here in the Santa Cruz Mountains, like, you know, some of the roads can get pretty bumpy. And I've driven a 9th gen Civic with the BC racing coilover extreme lows, and it handled the bumps pretty well. So if I do go coilover setup, it's probably going to be something like that, either the Fortune 500s or the BC racing, not the extreme lows, but just the regular BC racing ones. But we'll see, you know. I do have some Coney Yellows, adjustable shocks, kind of just sitting at home. I haven't installed them yet because I just kind of don't know what I want to do yet. And plus, I'm probably going to try to install everything at once. I have brand new suspension components for the entire front sitting at home in a box. I just need to put those on whenever I get a chance, or probably have a shop do it, or a trusted mechanic or something, you know. I don't really feel like doing the work myself on that type of stuff anymore, but the regular maintenance stuff I'll do all day long, you know. But yeah, FG2, what can I say except good things, really, you know. It's been a great car to own for these past 2 years. Low maintenance, right? Fairly good on gas, pretty fast, you know, at 197 horsepower ish, right? That's what Honda claims from the factory, with a 2-liter engine and a 6-speed manual transmission, you know, with a helical LSD. You know, you can't ask for more than that. So yeah, lightweight, you know, weighs under 3,000 pounds, so very lightweight, tossable car that can really rip it up. You know, I love chasing down much faster, much more expensive cars out here in this thing. You know, it shows the potential of this car and what it can do. So, you know, and this is just stock form. STI, not a STI, WX. Yeah, a lot of cars out today, you guys. A lot of cars out today. But yeah, yeah, if you're wondering what that front lip is, it's like a little eBay sedan replica that they made for the coupe. It fits on there pretty good. I like it a lot. I used to have the HFP front kit on it, but you know, I hit an animal on my way to work and that lip shattered. The sides and the back are original HFP Honda OEM, so those are really good quality. You know, they won't break as easy, and the paint sticks to them really nice. When I had that replica front lip, the paint would chip on it like crazy. You know, any little rock or anything that would hit it would just absolutely chip it to pieces. You know, and I couldn't stand that. So, you know, so I'm just leaving this lip black, you know, to avoid that from happening. Yeah, because, you know, I'd rather not mess with it. I think it looks pretty cool with the black lip. Yeah, I've been able to keep the miles down on it recently because I own, you know, my KTM and my Aprilia, and I ride the KTM a lot. You know, so I bought this car with 117,000 miles, and now it's got around 159,000 or something like that. Yeah, and you know, over the summer I haven't driven it too much. Kind of just been chilling in front of my cabin. Yeah, and you know, just kind of resting, doing its thing. So prolonging its life a little bit. The paint on it is still really good. There's no fading or anything like that on the back roof. There's a little bit of peeling right by the window, but it's not terrible. And yeah, and it still shines real nice. And you know, when you wash it and clean it up, it's still real good. So if you plan on getting or thinking about buying a 8th gen Civic, which are these models, right? I would say, you know, do it. I'm very much a fan. I've driven the 4-doors, I've driven the coupes, and they're both very good. You know, the sedans are definitely more popular than the coupes, but I really like the styling of the coupe. You know, I love its little egg shape. I love the little, you know, nuances of it. The little two-door coupe looks super sporty. You know, I added that little cruise design spoiler on it, on the stock wing there, just to give it a little extra flair. Yeah, you know, and drivability wise, you know, it's such a rewarding car to drive, even with the electronic power steering. You know, it's great. And I actually really like the electronic power steering. I don't have to worry about, you know, a leaky power steering unit like I had on my Infiniti G20, you know. So yeah, so that's a plus. You know, it's still plenty of modifications out there if you want to go that route. You know, I feel like this is the best Civic ever made. You know, the 8th gen SI models, because it comes with just a screaming motor, you know, a pretty good transmission. Now, I haven't had any troubles with my transmission these past 2 years, but I'm pretty smooth with shifting. You know, a lot of guys I know that they are pretty rough on their transmissions, and they like to try to shift real fast, but we just take it easy. Porsche GT3, man, sounds so good. But yeah, you know, if you're gentle on your transmissions, they'll last you forever. So, you know, don't beat on your cars too much. You know, even in my spirited driving time, you know, I don't beat the crap out of my car. You know, I'm still very smooth with my shifts. I'm very smooth with my heel toe action. I haven't had any of the major troubles like a broken clutch lever or pedal, things like that, right? Because a lot of people tend to end up with a broken clutch pedal, and man, they must be hard on their clutch if they're doing stuff like that. So yeah, but like I said, I'm pretty smooth with it. You know, there's no point in stomping on the clutch. So yeah, and I'm sure that some haven't stomped on their clutch and it still broke on them. So yeah, but I'm very happy with this so far. But yeah, thanks for joining this episode of Spicy Adventures, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.